Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to National City Christian Church for our weekly Music at Midday concert. My name is Mike McMahon, and I'm very happy to welcome any of you who may be here for the very first time. Today you're going to hear this piano, which is a Steinway concert grand piano, and played by our wonderful recitalists. But you also notice up front here, we have a very large pipe organ, and it asks to another pipe organ in the back. And even though they are two separate instruments, when they play, they normally are played together. So I hope you come back sometime and hear the organ, because most Fridays we have organ recitals. I especially today want to welcome the group from Washington Christian Academy. We're really happy to have you here today, and I hope you enjoy the music. This series is self-supporting, which means we rely on the generosity of our donors to help us keep it going. We do have, I think, in the front and another one at the rear of the sanctuary where you can make a gift by cash or check. And for those of you who are watching the live stream, and for those of you who are here, we are also able to take donations online at nationalcitycc.org. If you want to know more about the organ, you're certainly welcome to go up and take a look at it afterwards. And you're also welcome to come up and greet our performers today after the recital. And they brought CDs, so if you want to take them home, you know that they have those available for purchase over there after the recital. So you didn't come to hear me talk; you came to hear them play the piano. We're very happy today to welcome the duo BEAUX, that is Catherine Lan and Tao Lin, and I heard them practicing, and I know you're going to enjoy this concert very much. Help me now to welcome the duo.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here, listening to us. That was, of course, the famous Ave Maria by Franz Schubert, originally written as a song, which was the format that he felt most comfortable with. He wrote hundreds of them, and this arguably was his most famous one, and transcribed for piano duet. The next two pieces were written by arguably the most famous musical siblings in the history of music, Fanny and Felix Mendelssohn. Fanny Mendelssohn was a few years senior of Felix, and due to the social limitation of her time, she was not able to entirely explore her tremendous musical gifts. Even though when they were both taking composition lessons, their teachers all preferred her talent over that of her now very famous brother. And her early death at age 42 had a tremendous impact on Felix's own mental and physical health, and he in fact passed away only a few months after her at the younger age of 38. So we're going to play for you this one excerpt from the three pieces she wrote for piano duet, and then after that we'll play for you a brilliant work by her younger brother, and he composed that piece for a rather special occasion. It was for a fundraising concert, a very important fundraising concert for the Gewandhaus Orchestra in Leipzig, where Felix Mendelssohn was the music director of, and his idea for that particular concert was to actually promote the talent of a very famous musical couple who were close friends of his, Robert and Clara Schumann. So for that concert, he's programmed the premiere of Schumann's First Symphony. But since Clara was not mostly known as a composer, but rather known as a great concert pianist, so he wrote this piece so he could feature her and perform with her, and that's when they gave the premiere of this work that he wrote, Andante, Allegro, Brilllante. Hope you enjoy. So next, we have a piano solo work for you. I'll playing for you this wonderful work by Camille Saint-Saëns, a great French composer, who was also recognized as one of the premier concert pianists of his generation. He actually lived long enough, had a very long life, and he lived into the early recording age. So we actually have both acoustic recording of his playing as well as a silent video. And interestingly, later on, they used this technology to put the sound and the video together, so we sort of had the earliest MTV experience, if you will. And he wrote rather towards the end of his life, and he called it Etude in the form of a waltz. I think what's interesting about this particular work is that most people actually didn't even know that it was originally written for piano solo, because the great Belgian violinist Eugene Isaïe made a very, very famous transcription of the piece for violin and piano, and the violinists really took it up and played it all the time, all over the place. But somehow the solo version got quite a bit neglected, so here it is. you. For our final selection for this afternoon, we have quite an adventure for the two of us at least. This is a rather recent transcription for the famous Johann Strauss Jr. waltz on the Blue Danube, beautiful Blue Danube. And it's written by the well-known pianist Greg Anderson, who has a well-known piano duet team of his own. And according to his own notes for this piece, he actually wrote this arrangement very specifically for himself and his duet partner to play, and he said that he took into the consideration of her height, weight, and body type. So it's sort of a custom job. But since it's published, we decided to give it a shot, and obviously we encountered some unusual problems, and obviously he couldn't offer any help since he didn't write it for us. So we have to figure out a way just to physically be able to maneuver through the piece. So every time it's a wonderful adventure for us, like a little roller coaster ride, and we always keep our fingers crossed, hoping that we will land on our feet at the end of it. So thank you so much for joining us on this fun ride, hopefully.
thank you so much for attending our concert this afternoon. And we are very grateful to be here at this beautiful space. And we hope that you will enjoy and keep attending concerts. Classical music, we always need you. Thank you so much.